On July 19, 2009, USA Cup volunteer photographer Garry Frankel went to sleep in his hotel room, prepared to photograph the first day of the USA Cup the next morning.
We had come down to volunteer and work again at USA Cup. We'd had dinner that night with a local photography friend of mine. I went to bed and I woke up about 2.5 weeks later in the intensive care unit.
Instead, Garry woke up in Mercy Hospital 2.5 weeks later to find out he'd suffered a cardiac arrest that night.
At 1:30 in the morning, I made some weird noises and then I quit breathing. And after that, my wife had called the front desk. Some people ran down, started CPR on me.
Once he recovered, Frankel decided he wanted to thank those involved in saving his life. And since then, Garry's worked to raise awareness about cardiac arrest.
One of the things that happens, whether you're a first responder or you work in an emergency department or you work in an intensive care unit, is you never get to see the final outcome of your patients. So after successfully making it home and recovering, I thought, it would be nice to go back and meet everybody who touched me and show them, I'm here, I made it. When we came back the following year to work at USA Cup, we set up meetings to meet all of those people. Some of them have become really good friends. I never pass up an opportunity to get in front of media and share the story, the idea being that the more people who are properly trained in CPR and AED, the better. I belong to a group, the Minnesota Sudden Cardiac Arrest Survivors Network, and they are huge. They're responsible over the years of getting automated defibrillators into county sheriff's vehicles, into some municipal police vehicles, and into the highway patrol vehicles as well. And I've helped out when I've been down here in the States. I've worked with them to actually teach CPR courses in high schools and some other places.
And we had dinner together, and I explained to him what our organization does, and we like to have him as a member. And from that point on, Garry became our so-called Canadian representative. Garry has been instrumental in helping us. Matter of fact, he took a whole kit of 12 mannequins and one defibrillator that Medtronic bought, and he took it up to Canada to use to help train people. So he has been kind of our ambassador in Canada and Winnipeg. From that point on, we kept in contact.
It's been a lot of fun. So now every summer we hang out with Garry and Debbie. They come down here, my wife Candace and I, we get together with them and we hang out with them, or sometimes we'll go up to Canada and we'll go fishing or hang out with them up there. They've gotten to know our kids pretty well, and they bring us chocolate and coffee. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun to have a cardiac arrest survivor that actually wants to do more than just an initial meet and greet. So it's an anomaly to have somebody that is a cardiac arrest survivor, patient of yours, that is now a friend of yours, and now all of a sudden you're going on and hanging out with them.
Thanks to the quick actions of the first responders and some good fortune, Frankel was back at Target USA Cup this year, volunteering with the media team as a photographer for the 14th year.
And it's kind of like a ripple in the pond. It spreads out. From his particular event, I'm sure there have been a couple of saves because of his event, if you tracked it through it. And so with that knowledge, we carry on.
You go into every call that's a cardiac arrest going, I want to get another one back. I want to get another one back. And you're not getting everyone back. And that's the downfall to cardiac arrests is, there's not a high success rate, but when everything works as it's supposed to work and you get that chain of survival going, then yeah, you do have a decent chance of survival, and Garry's one of the lucky ones that was able to survive.
I feel a bit of a debt to Minnesota, to Fridley, to Alina, but mostly to USA Cup. Had I not been down here getting ready to start shooting in the Cup, I may not have made it.